Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am here yet again with the next part of the Build the Enterprise prize subscription from Eaglemoss. The most recent part has arrived this morning. First off, the free gift from the second part is the nice little screw box. Let's see if I can put that here. We'll do a quick little open up. I wish this kind of label was put on straight because it seems to be hitting off the edge. Just a couple of clicks. Here you can see I have some of the screws in already. The one nice feature of this is these parts are removable so I can change them about. The only thing I'm not happy about is the fact that it didn't give you many spare ones of these to make smaller compartments if you so wished. But oh well. So we'll put that out of the way. Now for this stage 3 assembly we shall be building the battery pack and the deflector dish. We shall also be testing the lights that we created in part 1 for the bridge. So I'll have that nearby anyway. For this we will require 3 AAA batteries. So I'll just quickly set them here. Part 1. This nice little battery pack. Cabling's a little dodgy, but we can deal with that. So they're telling us to set the battery box nut, which is this lovely little piece here. Yeah. We don't want that screw yet. This nice little bolt here. I'm assuming it won't really matter which way we put it in, but I'm going to go with this way. So according to instructions, it just sits nicely in there. It is perfectly shaped. So all we do need to do is get it to line up properly, which once again hopefully this... Nope. Technical difficulty straight away. Oh, and there we go. Next, the battery box nut bracket, which is this nice lovely piece here, and I will require 2 BP screws, which we have here. Lots of them for this part. All we do is requiring 2 right now. 1 and 2. So this little bit, this bit goes to here. Just simply just close it over. And then magnetise the screw. And just to start, just quickly put it in just to make sure it's going to stay, and then we'll tighten them up fully. So that should be this piece nicely tight. Now we're going to require those 3 batteries I showed you earlier. So we want the -1 down here and then 2 positives. And nice and simple. Then we'll require this lovely battery cover. Those 2 bits should clip in, but because we've got the positive end here, it's a little difficult. That's just how my day seems to be going. Right. There we go. And then once again, it will be this lovely 3/8 screw, which is provided in the same bag as the nut. We can get you to stop moving. If I can just get you in there quickly, we'll fit this part from falling out. And that should hopefully be this part. Nice and secure. We'll just double check, make sure this won't go in any tighter without causing damage. Yep. And that's our little battery pack. So next we'll go to the deflector dish. So we'll have to take these little two sections here, which basically will just should join together nicely like this. We have a hole for one of our lovely BP screws. They want to come out and pierce today for some reason. Yeah, back in you go for now. We'll set you to the side right now. Lucky enough, this screwdriver they supplied is still magnetic. So basically we just put the screw into here. Nice and tight. Now, I'm assuming you all noticed that I've been mentioning screw types. The magazine finally tells us what they're all about. As such, we've been using our BP screws, means that those ones are for plastic because they end with the letter P. There are some that are being used for the metal parts, which indicates that they are for metal. So then we have part of the main deflector dish. To put the dish in it in the centre. I will just refer to instructions. Parts sometimes don't want to come out. We're not ready for this bit, but this is basically going to insert to there once we are ready. So from the look, it will insert here. I'm going to place, I believe it's 2 screws here and here, because this part should, yep, go into there. So once again, we'll fetch our BP screws. And this time, looking for 2 of them. 1 and perhaps 2. Oh, that'll damage to the bag, but that's no matter. Magnetize. Best holding it this way. Turn it upside down. We're looking at these 2 holes here and here. So that should just go in nicely. We won't fully tighten to put the other screw in. We'll put that on by hand. I should just hopefully insert nicely here. Yep, there we go. And now we just tighten that in place at both ends. Appears to be in nice and snug, no good movement. So we're going to turn this upside down. This little deflector disc support, I don't think it will matter which way we put it because it seems to not really matter. Seems to be it will go into here. Thought it would clip in, but apparently not. Yet again, 2 BP screws, which we have here. Yep, and one attached itself to the screwdriver. Now hopefully we can do this very decently. Yep. That's the first screw and the second screw. That seems to be nice and tight, which is always good. Try not to damage this lovely little magazine. So, there it is. Lovely page. We're inserting light bulbs this time, which is this lovely little piece here. We need to split this up a bit more. Hopefully that should do it. So from the way the instructions are telling me as my green and yellow should go into here. Then it tells me I require piece 3F, which we are provided 2 of. Which I can get this out just nicely. It's this lovely little piece here, which will go on upside down. So before we do that, we'll grab ourselves another BP screw. Just have that ready. So it's the green and yellow wire to here. This piece gets placed on top, and then we insert the screw. If the screw would wish to go in. There we go. Just nice little time. I should do this. Quick yank to make sure it won't come out on us. And we shall repeat the same process at the other end with the red and black. I thought I had another screw set out, which is strange. But we can deal with that, no bother. This quickly put in. So this lovely little wire with light will input to here, plastic piece above holding it in place, and into the screw. That's nice and tightly in. Maybe a little bit tight with the screw, it seems to be a little loose yet. It seems to be as far as the screw wants to go in. So this is our deflector dish so far. I believe we do not insert our little blue plastic piece in this stage. No, we do not, but I have quality tape. Basically the light will just insert it here, and I'll assume there'll be 2 screws at the end. So this is what the deflector dish will look like once this piece has been inserted. Right, now we're going to test the electronics. So here's our little lovely circuit board. We'll also require our lovely battery pack, which goes into slot F. So I believe we'll go with this. What does it? We're a little confused. Yeah, it does. Just, I don't want to damage anything. So that should be the battery pack equipped. We put the light for our deflector dish into the socket marked D, which is this one here. And yes, our battery pack and lights do work. As you can see, I'll quickly put the blue bit in just to see what it looks like. So this is what our deflector dish will look like. So I assume these will just come out nice and smooth. I would advise for anyone planning on this, don't be too forceful with your connections, as you don't want to damage the cables and the connectors. But there we go, that's one deflector. Now we're going to test out the lights for the bridge. Which we have 3 parts. So we have kept our battery pack into F. So this one here is for our windows, which goes back into the D socket from earlier. Just make sure we have the right section. I'm just best keeping the board here so that all the cables aren't going too far. The deck light, which I believe is this piece here, shall go into our B socket. Just making sure. And then the last cable is for our bridge lights, which goes into socket A. If it would go in. I have it the wrong way around. Silly old me. And here we go for our bridge section. Our other bulb, spare bulb here works as well. As you can see, all our lights appear to be working quite nicely. So that is us for the first part, well, part 3. So we have got our bridge section complete. We have part of the port nacelle complete. And now we have our battery pack and deflector dish. So I will see you all in the next part, which hopefully will be very, very soon. And thank you for watching.